Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to do everything we need to start creating games in Python. Actually, we are going to build a lot of other games. We have this book that we are going to be using, but we are going to update all of these games, adding new features and creating more interesting things as well. And combine at the end all of the things that we learn to build our own game. But just before we do all of that, we need to install some stuff. We need to install some programs, some library, and this is what this video is about. We're going to go in just 4 steps. We're going to install Python in our computer. Then we're going to install a package manager, which will help us to install other libraries and other packages in Python. Then we're going to install pygame0, which help us to have an interface for our game. For example, to build these kind of things instead of just having response in the console. And finally, we are going to install SublimeText. SublimeText is a text editor that will help us to write and run our Python games. To start, we are going to go to step 1, downloading and installing Python. To do so, you just open your browser and you write python.org. And in the Welcome to Python, which is the official website for Python, you can go directly to download, or you can click download here, and the system identify, or the website identify, the operating system. You can just click here, or you can see other version of availables as well. When you click on download, you will start downloading the package. Here it is. I will wait for you. You can pause the video, and when you have this already downloaded, you can continue, right? So now you can click on this Python package here, the installer, and you will go through the process of installing Python. You can carefully read every single step. After that, basically you will go continue, 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 agree, install, and wait for the package to install. Again, you can pause the video and come back whenever this ends. After your package is installed, you will have this screen and you can close it. And it will ask you if you want to erase, delete, move to trash the installer. Don't worry, it is not your Python programming language which will be moved to trash. It's just now let's go and install the package manager. How to do so? We are going to open the terminal. How do we find that? What is that? You can find it in your application launchpad, or you can just search for it here. You write down terminal and this will appear. Your name, it may be different than mine because it depends on your computer and the name of your device. Now, after the percentage symbol, we are going to write some instructions to be able to install the pip, the package manager, right? So these are the instructions to write. Let me zoom in so that you can see with more detail. Here, just copy this in your terminal and hit enter. Look, there is a Python 3. In case that yours give you an error, is because you just have to delete the 3. And if you have this error, in my case I have Python 3, If you have Python, you will not have this error. If you have Python 3, in my case, hey, everything is installed. If not, it will just start downloading at this point. So let's say that you install already the pip, you finish downloading this, and if you are having problem at this time, try to pause the video and go back to the point where you have to write the instruction here, which was or Python 3 or just Python. Okay, so see, very easy. We already download and install Python. We already installed the package manager pip. Now let's go and install our PyGame 0, which is basically what allowed us to have this interface. So how do we do this? Everything will be from the terminal for these installations. So we are going to open the terminal again. If you close it before, no problem. Find it again in your search area. And now we are going to install PyGame 0. How to do that? The same way that we installed the pip, now we are going to type this. This pip, remember the pip is the manager, the package manager. Pip install what? pgzero. That allows you to install Python PyGame 0. In my case, it says you already have it. Requirements already satisfied because I already have it. If you don't have it, when you click enter, it will start downloading. The same as the pip. We wait for your download and installation process to finish. And when you finish, if you actually write the same thing again, or just click on the arrow button up, it will show you the last command. I click enter and you will have the same message as me. You already installed it, no problem. Okay, so package manager, install it. PyGame 0, install it. We are ready to go. The last step is just installing an interface that allows us to type our game instructions and to run our game. And that will be, of course, if you already have experience with other platforms, you can use them. But for our scenario, we are going to install SublimeText. How are we going to do so? We are going to open again our browser, remember? And when you are in your browser, you're going to write SublimeText. And you are going to download. Even if you click on the website link, you can click on download for Mac. The same process as when we were installing Python, you will have an installer here that you will double click and proceed with the installation. That one is very straightforward. Once you have all of these 4 things, you are actually ready to start building your games. And I will just show you. Imagine that you have all of these already and I want to run this. Now it will open my game because I already coded. Oh, you just hit the apple. Ah, you missed. Bye-bye. Finish. Don't worry, this is not the most difficult game that you will build. You will build a lot of other games as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.